what a hair strand looks like under a microscope. On the very far left, you have a really healthy hair strand. Notice that the cuticle is very smooth and it's like shingles on a roof. So the cuticle is made of 5 to 10 flattened cells which are on top of each other. And as the hair is damaged, you move toward the right, you can see that the cuticles are is lifting, allowing bad things to go in, good things to get out, losing moisturization. So, and then when you go all the way to the right, this is where the hair is really damaged and you have breakage of the hair strand. So all we want to push the quality of the hair toward the left side. So in a more schematic fashion, you can see the cuticle, which are those little, I would say, gray winglets. And when you look at it closely, the cuticle, as I said, is made of layers of cells. Within the cells and in between the cells, you have this yellow line, which is an indication of structural lipids. So you have structural lipids inside the cuticle, oil inside the cuticle, which is necessary to keep the cuticle flat and healthy. At the surface, you can see the orange color, which is, some of it is good oil, but some of it also is sebum, and the bad stuff you get from styling products. On the right side, you see a schematic of a hair scalp, and the brownish part at the surface is like the sebum coming out of the hair shaft and coating the hair, and you have some sebum also deposited on the hair. So when you shampoo your hair, what do you want to do? You want to only remove the orangey layer. You do not want to remove the yellow part, the structural lipids that you have in your hair. You want to remove the excess sebum, but you don't want to take the lipids which are in your scalp. So that's why we developed a very wonderful shampoo with 4 mild surfactants, and you can even see the name of those. They are all naturally derived, and since I see you, I love you taking a picture, and you can read them on the packaging. So these mild surfactants are going to help to remove the superficial oil, remove styling product, remove the sebum without touching the structural lipids. So you're keeping the good stuff in and the bad stuff out. When you have cheap shampoo, you have a lot of foam and you remove everything. They are really harsh. Our product, when you put in your hand and you lather it with water, you will notice a creamy foam, not a big flash foam, because the big flash foam is from harsh surfactant. We have nice mild surfactant to create that creaminess. Do you have any tip about the shampoo?
So when you wash your hair with our beautiful shampoo, make sure wet your hair really well. So when you get in a shower, I rinse off my hair with water really well. Then I put maybe quarter size of the shampoo and then put it on. Then kind of run the shower a little bit, so give a little bit water. Then I start rubbing shampoo on my hair and the scalp. So just to use that motion, you'll still get the good, decent amount of lather and you feel great. But some of the people getting used to a big bubbly shampoo, oh, I might need more, and then you're gonna be like using so much great liquid gold, wasting it. So to avoid that, some people already done it, but don't take this security seal off. Just do kind of nail pinhole it, then use it. Then you can just preciously use our beautiful liquid gold. So that's my tip.
I like that, liquid gold. So she gave a great, so creamy foam. It's a creamy foam, it's not a flashing foam with lots of stuff. The other thing we need to mention, it's a thin consistency, and actually I'm ahead of the next slide, so I'll talk about that. Let's talk about the next part. We have an amino acid blend that is going to be coating the hair to help reduce friction where the hair is in water and help increase the strength of the hair. Because when you are washing your hair, you're putting a lot of friction on the hair. And if the hair is weak, you're going to break it. So having that amino acid blend really helps strengthen the hair shaft, the hair strand, I should say, while you are shampooing. So I can't see from that angle. We have a very nice peppermint smell and thyme smell. So how many of you have already used it?
Oh yeah, that's great.
How do you like the smell? I mean, it is that mint smell in your shower. It's fabulous. What? Yeah? Yeah, it's a little tingly. Okay. So I was talking about the thin consistency. We are using, as I say, mild surfactant, and I've been told I use a rude word earlier. I used the word saying that I would spell C-R-A-P. So I want, when you want, if you have a thick shampoo, it's because they are using C-R-A-P, binders, and thickeners. We do not have bad binders and thickeners, so that's why you have a thin consistency, but still the creamy foam that comes with it. And Akiko showed you about this Think Dirty app. I mean, this is wonderful. If you have downloaded and just put Dove shampoo, or Aveeno, or Pantene, or
even a living proof that I showed, it's a high score.
Yes, so you have score in the orangey and in the red part. You know it's not good for the environment. Our products are not only good for the environment, they are great performers, but more importantly, they are very good for the environment. Our score of 1 is in the green. So this is so exciting. Okay, well, I guess there are 5 people who are excited. So, really the benefits, if I summarize the benefit of the product, is it's going to clean your hair without taking out the good oil. It's going to reduce hair frizz. It's going to strengthen those hair strands. I would say also it has been formulated with Nerve 2 ingredients. The trade name of the blend is called Lanatellis. It consists of green tea and a word which is hard for me to say in English, I'm going to say it in French, chrysanthème, which is chrysanthemum. So it's very hard. So those 2 plants are making the Nerve 2 ingredient in the product. So that will protect your hair as you are exposing your hair to environmental salt. In the case when you're in the shower, it's the chlorine in the water. And the product is safe for colored and treated hair, okay? Yes, good. Oops. Is there anything you'd like to add, Akiko?
I think you got it right.
Okay. I just want to make sure she may have an amazing tidbits about her first child. I'm losing my voice. So with the shampoo, we remove the oil, as I said earlier, the grass, if you are rolling in the grass, the styling product. Now with the conditioner, we want to bring back the lipids and the good stuff to the hair. So our conditioner is made with the state-of-the-art conditioning agent combined with fatty acid alcohol, which are key components of the structural lipids. So you have the list of the fatty acid alcohol that are able to penetrate through the hair strand and through the layers of the cuticle cells in order to replenish, remember the yellow lines which was on the cuticle. We also have plant-based vegetable oil in order to nourish the hair and moisturize it. With the conditioner, you have sodium PCA to moisturize the scalp. PCA is a compound, it's called moisturizing factor. It's naturally occurring in the skin. So by having in our conditioner, we help replenish the moisturizing factors in the skin of the scalp. Also has natural peppermint and thyme smell. And we are very proud of our Think Dirty score of 2. So great performing product, good for the environment. So I'd like to say something about the conditioner.
Yeah, of course. So conditioner, after you rinse off your shampoo, then apply this product. Maybe start with quarter size amount first. If you have a longer hair, I would put a little bit more and try to work on the ends of the hair. And leave it on for about maybe 1 to 2 minutes at least while you're washing your body or something. Then just to go penetrate it on your hair, then you can rinse it off. After dry your hair, another tip that you can use this product is just take small amount and slide it over your hair, dry hair. Then you can kind of use as calming, like defrizzy hair cream. So just use a small amount, but I did this morning because I didn't like how my hair looked, and I just came to the beauty booth and just applied for it. I'm like, oh my gosh, my hair is so silky. So this is another tip you can do.
You also had a tip about your hubby.
Oh, that's a shampoo, which I forgot to mention. Can I just tell you about one more thing about shampoo? So,
I knew you had something else to say.
I forgot. I was running around, I'm like sweating like a pig right now. So, when we work on a product, I wanted to hear males' opinions, and I used my husband as a guinea pig, and he hates it. He thinks like this product's great, and he just used forever. I'm like, oh, my face is so sensitive, I don't want to use anything. He's kind of unfortunate on this area. But, he has a nice, good-looking beard. So I'm like, sweetheart, why don't you use this clean, gentle shampoo for your beard? And after he used it, I'm like, it doesn't irritate it. It's so soft and smooth. So if you guys have unfortunate right here, I always recommend it right here.
Oh my gosh.
Excellent. Does it condition also his beard?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Some people have a super long beard, right? So definitely use it. Just small amount, and you can rinse it off.
Okay.
And your beard is gonna be so soft.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to meet him and go, ooh, soft beard. So one thing I want to add about the conditioner is about ethnic hair, because our product can also be used as a leave-on for people who are using a lot of pomade, which is petrolatum, olive oil on the hair to straighten the hair. Notice that you have plant-based oil in our product. So our conditioner, when you want to use more to flatten your hair, that is also good for ethnic hair to help flatten it if you want. So you can wash your hair, but then if you want to add more, then you don't have to use another product, especially if you're using petrolatum, which is petroleum based, not so great for the environment. This one, score of 2, go for it. Much better alternative.
Yeah.
So I think we talked all about that, deeply nourishing the hair to keep it soft, reducing hair frizz, improve the shine and body for fuller, thicker looking hair, formulated with a Nerve 2 ingredient from the Lantanelis, and I'm not going to say the name of the plant again, and reducing split ends, so those cuticles are staying nice and close, so the split ends are closing. Now we're going to talk about the scalp, because we have a lot of hair, we shampoo, we condition, but we tend to forget about our poor scalp. And yet our poor scalp is very important to support, because that's where the hair is coming out. The hair follicle is down in the scalp, so you want to keep the scalp as healthy as possible. So we developed the scalp serum, and we use state-of-the-art ingredients, and you have the two major ingredients with their trade name on the screen: Scalp and Erginil. So now I want you to repeat after me. Scalp, Erginil. Well, I didn't hear any French accent there. You have to put a little French tone to it, a little je ne sais quoi. So the reason we license the right to use their trade name, because they've done a lot of research, so that way you can go on Google, on the internet, and search the ingredient and see the specific activity that the ingredients have on the scalp. And one thing I want to mention, I didn't mention in the previous session, whenever we use ingredients that have been scientifically showing benefit to the scalp, we use either the amount used in the study or even higher. We never just use window dressing of an active ingredient. We use the full amount, so you will have the performing effect of the ingredient. Thank you. So let's talk about Scalp. It's derived from celery seeds, so 100% natural. And what it does specifically, it works on the microflora on your scalp. We have microflora on our scalp, and when it's out of balance, you tend to have a bit of a flaky scalp, yes. So flaky scalp, we don't want to see any white stuff. I do have white stuff on my shoes, but not from the flakes. So this ingredient really is key to maintain the health of the scalp, whether you have an oily scalp or you have a dry scalp. This product is for you. This ingredient will work both on oily scalp and on dry scalp, and really help moisturize and soothe the scalp. Some of the words, you guys, with the TH, it's hard to say. Soothe. And I've been in this country for 36 years, and I still have a few words kind of are tough.
You know that Callie Mott in a sales team?
Yeah.
Callie Mott?
Yeah.
You guys know, right, Callie? So she was one of my guinea pigs, and she's using this product. And she's a dry shampoo heavy user. And she just coming in like, oh my gosh, I don't have to use a dry shampoo anymore because my oily scalp's like no longer oily anymore. So, you know, you might be saving money using this product. So I just wanted to say that.
And then the next ingredient is Erginil, and it's rich in peptide, which is derived from this yeast, which is called Pichia minuta, and it's a yeast which grows into the flowers of azalea. A-Z-E.
Azalea.
You got it, yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you for your help. And what these ingredients specifically do, it helps support normal hair growth and thicker looking hair. This is a skincare product, so we have to make claims that are in line with skincare products, so we can only talk about the appearance of. So it's supporting the appearance of healthy hair, thicker hair, and the appearance of higher hair density. These are the proper way of talking about the product.
Good to know.
Go and look on Erginil and see what the researcher did with it, and you will see even more interesting information. But for the sake of talking to public, you have to talk about the appearance of increased hair density and increased hair thickness.
Oh, I want to mention though about hair gel. You know, a lot of like Rogaine, those type of ingredients, kind of hormone based, right? But this is plant basis. That's one of the reasons we can use for both men and women. So it's another unique point that you can sell to the customers. Yeah, correct.
And the other thing is, somebody asked me, can a pregnant woman use it? And I said, yeah, as long as it's on her hair, yes. So, but it's not hormonal based, so they can use it. Also has the Nerve 2 ingredients from the Natalis, so it's going to also protect your scalp as you are outside and you have the sun shining on top of your head. And then natural peppermint and thyme fragrance, and it is a leave-on product. So she's going to demonstrate how to use it.
So our applicator is kind of nose tip, so it's kind of easy for you to apply directly onto your scalp. So I have a middle-length hair, so I part my hair like this and then place nozzle directly onto the scalp and do small line over it. So I did a little bit too much on the first, but you just small amount, and I'll do 1, 2, 3. Then I'll just rub it into my scalp. You can just do that, that's easy. I'm a little bit thinning around this area, so I need a little bit more. I just take it out and then just put it, apply it and massage it in. So that's that easy. You can do it after shampoo and conditioner, or you can do it with dry hair, because some of the people might not, the dry scalp, because you might not washing your hair every day.
So yes, the best thing is to use it every day and even twice a day for those who have thinner hair, absolutely. And we are happy to have a score of 2 when it comes to looking at the cleanness of our product. Thank you. Now I'm going to go over the study. I already went over the study yesterday, but some people are not arrived yet, so I'm going to go over the study. We commissioned a study to be done by Dr. Zoe Drielos. She's an MD dermatologist, and she does a lot of research study in the field of dermatology and cosmetics. You can see how accomplished she is. She has written many books, 14 books, contributed to 38 chapters in textbooks. She has written over 541 published articles, so she's just an amazing expert in the field of dermatology. She's based in North Carolina, and unfortunately her house got flooded with Michael, the Hurricane Michael, so she was not able to be here. I would have loved to have her here and talk about the study she did. So we had a panel of 50 women, 2 African Americans, 2 Asians, 8 Hispanic, and the rest Caucasian. And they were asked on Monday morning at home to wash their hair with their own product, their own shampoo and conditioner, not to use any styling product. They had the day where they're working at home, and then they came to the clinic at 6 o'clock that evening, where the investigator and her team assessed the quality of their hair, and also the subject assessed the quality of their hair according to certain criteria. And you have, a lot of you, I see, you have the summary of the study in your hand, so you have more detail about how it was done. Then they went home with our system. We asked them to wash their hair on Wednesday, Friday, and Monday morning, so 3 times during that week. And then they used the scalp serum every night before going to bed. Then they washed their head on Monday morning with our product, conditioner, shampoo and conditioner, no styling product, and came back to the clinic to be re-evaluated. One thing I want to really point out strongly is the team combed the hair of the subject in a very controlled fashion using the same brush for everybody. I mean, not the same brush, but the same type of brush. So when you see the picture and you see one more disheveled and the other one very nicely combed, you're going to say, wow, her hair was not combed. This Dr. Drielos, expert in the matter, controlled way of combing the hair at both visits at the clinic. The other things, the picture were also taken in the control booth with that dark blue background that you can see on the coming pictures. And as we say, one picture is worth 1,000 words. So look on the left side at day one. Notice how much oiliness this lady had on top of her head, even though she had washed her hair that morning with her own products. So you see the separation of the hair at the spot where it's very oily, and you see kind of separation of the strands. So she had that part which is due to oiliness.
That's the one thing I thought is like really interesting, because when you look at it, oh, it's like the left side it looks shiny to me, but then like, oh yeah, her scalp is really greasy, and I thought she didn't like comb the hair. Then when you explain it, like, oh really? Like I was amazed how oily that is, like on the first.
Oh, yes.
And it just to use only 3 times washing the shampoo and conditioner, it's like makes that much difference. That's amazing.
Yes, you can see on the right side at day 8 the difference in the quality of the oiliness or the lack of oiliness on the scalp, how nice comb the hair is, how nice volume she has. So just 3 times our shampoo and conditioner, and every night the scalp serum, right versus left. Which one do you prefer to have on your head? Okay. Same thing for this lady. She was combed exactly the same way. Her hair is more disheveled. The strands are more separated. So the hair is not very well controlled. Compared to the right side, more uniformity in the hair strand, more shininess, homogeneous, uniform shininess, or shine, I should say, shine in the hair, better volume and less frizz. So this is the kind of performance you can expect from the system. And the last person, again, you almost see the individual hair. It's like pieces disheveled, really messy hair, even though it just got combed, versus the right side. And so Dr. Dryalos measured hair breakage, and within a week of using the product, there was a 58% reduction in hair breakage. 58 reduction. She thought it was amazing. After 8 days of using the product, 58% reduction.
But not to mention, it's only 3 times they washed, right?
3 times they wash and condition, every day the serum, indeed. So
No, it's like every other day, right? So Monday, then Wednesday.
Friday and Monday. So actually between the Friday and the Monday it was 3 days. So yeah, 2 to 3 days, yes. She said that the shampoo performed very well with a wide variety of hair type, and being an expert in the field, that is one of the most difficult things to formulate, to have a shampoo that works with all hair types. And the system was significant in reducing hair frizz. We always have our product clinically tested at a dermatological or dermatology clinic, and we use a consumer product testing lab in New Jersey. And how it is done, they apply the product on the skin several days in a row, then they stop and then again reapply it, and they measure if there is any irritation. None of our product produce any irritation after multiple repeat application. So that goes totally hand in hand with the fact it's a very clean formula, highly performing formula, mild.